I'll let Neva call roll, and then I can take over the meeting.
Okay, we got Penny.
Hang on one second. We're still not quite live yet.
Like the rest of us, we're just semi.
Meeting.
It says meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
Yep, we're good. I see it. I see it on YouTube.
See it? That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, roll call. Penny. Here. Carol.
Here. Hi, Pen.
Kim.
I am
Jay.
here.
Hi, Carol. And myself. I don't see anyone else. No one else is joining us. Doesn't look like it, huh?
I sent messages to Teresa and she said something about that she had a mail run today at 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I said, well, you could always stream it on your phone. Len was going to try. He wasn't sure how good his technology skills were. And I did talk to Mike. And you said you haven't heard from Ed.
I have not, and I didn't get a message back from Michael.
Okay.
Oh, we got someone popping in right now, actually. So hang on a second here.
Really?
Yeah. Let me see. It says iPhone. I don't know who it is though.
You find one?
We're all waiting with bated breath here.
Yeah.
If it's a troll, I'll kick them out very quickly. So that's all right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here.
Carol, is that your living room?
Hmm?
Is that your living room?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Very pretty in the
Okay.
back.
I locked the meeting so nobody else can join at this
There, I'll
point.
give you this.
All right. Make sure we're still live. Yeah, it looks like we're good. I see it. It's up and running on my YouTube channel there. We're good to go. Okay. All right. If you want to, I think we've already taken roll.
We got a roll call done.
Yeah, we just don't know who the iPhone person is.
And they don't seem to, let me see. I don't know.
How can you tell? Can only Tim tell that?
It just says iPhone. It doesn't say who they are. So
See, like down below your name, like below my name, it says my name. It says Tim's below his. Carol has Carol.
Yeah.
And yours says Neva. Well, under that one, it just
Right.
says iPhone.
Oh, mine doesn't say anything.
their microphone's live. Hello, is there anybody there on the iPhone?
See, I'm not getting them at all.
Yeah. Well, I'll mute the person, and if they want to chime in, they can. Okay. All right, we're ready to go. All right, so I will run the meeting here initially as we reorganize here. So the first position we need to fill, the board needs to fill, I should say, is the chairman position. So I will open it up for nominations for the chairman.
I'll nominate Jaylene.
Okay, I'll second that.
Okay. Any other nominations?
I'm assuming Carol doesn't want it since she's nominated me.
All right.
Yeah,
I will
do that.
I will close nominations at this time. Okay, so let's vote on Jaylene now, so she can take over the meeting for the rest of the way here. I need a motion to elect Jaylene as the chairman of the authority.
So moved.
Oh, Penny.
Look, I'll second then.
Penny, Carol second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
All right. Congratulations. You can reassume the gavel now.
Yeah. So, do I get a pay raise with that?
We'll pay twice what we paid you last year.
Okay, good. Nominations for vice chairman.
Who is our vice chairperson?
Right now,
Ed was, but I haven't seen Ed in months.
it's
Can't get a hold of Ed. Could we nominate you, Carol, as vice chair?
That would be fine.
Okay, we'll nominate Carol as vice chairman. I need a second.
I second. Oh, Penny beat me to it.
Okay. Are there any other
Hang on,
nominations?
make sure. Carol, Jay nominated her.
Yes,
Penny second.
yes.
Okay.
All those in
Oh,
favor?
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. Secretary. We doing Neva?
Yes, I'll make that motion.
Yes.
Neva. I need a second. Penny second,
Who
I
did the
heard.
nomination? Carol and Penny. Okay.
And treasurer, do we actually fill that position?
Why don't we,
Is that
take
the
it-
one, is that the one with, where we have to talk to Tim Rennie?
Yeah. Mhm.
Can I
Or
make
the
a
secretary.
motion that
It
we
doesn't
make the
matter, either or.
It can be pursuant to the statute, it can be the secretary. That's the one position they can hold jointly.
So I'll make the secretary treasurer, make
Yeah.
Neva. make that
Yes.
motion.
Yeah. I can do that. That works.
Need a second?
So. Carol. Penny.
All those
Okay,
in
I'm ready
favor?
for it.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, so chairman, we have Jaylene, vice chair Carol, secretary treasurer me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm good to go with that.
All right, then our solicitor we're keeping.
Can I just make a motion that we keep all of our professional services the same as they were last year, including the, of course, we don't have an engineer, but keep our solicitors is Tim Miller, our auditor is Tim Rennie.
Okay,
We leave the engineer blank, and our depository is
Oh, that-
Somerset
Make that
Trust.
motion.
Yes, Somerset Trust.
Did you get all that?
You know what? That's why I had that in there. Because you did that last year, Carol. See, I forgot to erase it. Motion to retain all by Carol. That's why I had that in there.
That's all right.
I couldn't remember what I had in there. Motion by Carol. I will second that.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay. Now, do we have to vote on the meeting dates and times and location is kind of up in the air, right, Tim, because of COVID?
Yes, and you're still permitted to do the remote meetings interim, but I know Neva's already advertised the meeting dates, but nevertheless, you should officially make that an official action of the authority.
Okay, so can I have a motion? Carol?
Mhm.
For the dates, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, the dates and the times, because the location can always change. You never know.
Gotcha. So we need a motion on that?
I did.
I'll make a motion.
Well,
You did, Carol did.
Carol
I'll- I'll second it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, does Carol have to go down to the bank? Since we're changing chairman, Neve?
Yes, yes, uh-huh. Can
Yeah,
you
I'll
do
have
that,
to come.
Carol?
Yeah, I
It's
will.
quick. It's real easy.
Mhm.
Because I think she,
They're open on Saturday.
Okay.
because if I'm not around, Carol's around for checks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That'll make it easier for
that'll
you.
work. Yes, definitely.
Before we move off of reorganization, Tim, do we need to change your rates or anything? Are you satisfied with your rates? Did you want to increase those or?
I increased my rates. I think it was 2 years ago for all my municipal fees. It wasn't really anything I had approached. We can discuss next year. I'm comfortable with the
You're good?
125 this year. So
Okay, I just wanted to
not
check.
that I would object to a raise, certainly, but that at this point, we're satisfied where we are.
Okay,
Thank you.
I did advertise this as Zoom meeting in the paper, and then I did advertise, as Jaylene said, the yearly meeting advertisement.
Okay, I signed up for a Google phone number. Haven't used it yet, but I have one. if you want it.
Oh, yes, you want to
Remember,
give it?
Tim, you said something about a Google phone number?
Yeah, and I don't remember why we
Because you
were.
said if
We're
somebody had
calling.
public comment,
Oh, that's right. Yes, yes. So
we
that
could
way
give them the
you.
Google number
Yep.
and they could comment.
Yep.
So my Google phone number is 814-792-1414.
Should I, when I do the meeting, Tim, that I advertise a Zoom meeting, should I include that or just that?
Yeah,
address?
that'll be fine. You can just say that there'll be, for the public comment portion of the meeting, call this phone number.
Okay. Got it.
And between now and then, I'll have it figured out.
Sounds good. I'm gonna prank call in right now. And,
Okay.
Your first trial.
Yeah,
First trial run here.
yeah, it's on mute, so we're good. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it gets transferred right to my phone, but I don't know, like, does it ring and show me that other phone number? I don't know how that works. I have to play around with
I actually used the Google number in quite some time, so I don't recall off the top of my head what it actually displays as. I thought there was a separate app for it, but I honestly, as I said, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the people I used to work for used to have a Google one that would ring to the house, and then if nobody answered at the house, then it would ring the cell phone.
Sure.
And go through the process. But I don't remember if it showed up like the Google number showed up on the caller ID at the house, or if it was whoever was calling me at the house rang in, So just something I have to figure out, but can't be too hard. Okay. I don't think we have any public comment, do we, Neve?
No, I have not gotten anything.
Okay, so do we want to review the minutes from the last meeting in November?
Should be underneath your agenda. I usually put them together. He wants to play with you. He wants you to throw his sock.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes.
I have a second. Penny.
I'll say Penny. Oh, well, since they're my minutes, maybe Penny should do it.
Yeah. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Treasurer's report. There was something goofy with my printer too, because some of them printed landscape, some of them printed portrait.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to send them all separate. I don't know what happened. I couldn't get them all to go at once.
Okay. Well, if you have too much data, it won't send them all at one time.
In it, because it kept saying something about that.
Yeah.
Make a motion, we accept the treasurer's report.
Second.
Penny? Treasurer's report? Did you review it? Hmm?
Get him out of here. Tell him to go take a nap. He's got a sock leg.
Are you seconding it? Did you say you did?
Yes.
Yes, Penny second.
Tim, what's the official rules? Am I allowed to second anything? If it's a motion?
So generally, the chairman more or less is essentially a tiebreaker. I mean, you can certainly vote on things. I'd have to look at the specifics of the agency law and whatnot. And my experience, most often the chairman or the president or whatever you want to call the individual more or less runs the meeting. And if there's a tie, then they vote to break the tie.
That's what I thought.
frankly, it's pretty few and far between in instances where an authority or a board or a council isn't unanimous in the votes, or maybe there's one dissenting. But yeah, generally the chairman would serve as the one maintaining the meeting, running the meeting, and then if there's a split, you
maintain order, huh?
exactly, yelling and screaming at everyone to calm down and whatnot. But yeah, so that can be your official position on things.
Okay. All right. Now we're down to the solicitor's report, Tim.
Sure. So there really wasn't much, and Neva and I talked a little bit earlier today. I know we talked last month about Mark Howard, and I didn't prepare an invoice tonight because I really didn't have much time. So I'll have that ready for you in March. We talked about Mark Howard. I did get a letter out to him. I don't know, was either right before or right after Thanksgiving. I honestly can't remember when we met. And from my understanding, is Mr. Howard is squared up, maybe not totally, but is making payments or is getting close to being paid in full. I'm sorry.
No, it was a dye test issue.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
The
The dye
issue.
test. Yeah, I had him confused with somebody. Yes. So that issue, I believe, at this point is resolved. I talked to Neva. Oh, go ahead, Neva.
We haven't actually done it yet. We haven't actually done it yet because he had gotten out of the hospital. He was in the hospital for a while and had just gotten out, and then wasn't comfortable going in his house with him just having been in the hospital. So I told him I would contact him to reschedule. So I'll ask Lynn if he's comfortable yet, and if he is, then we can do it.
Okay.
I've been trying to stick to dye testing that isn't nobody's living in the places,
Sure.
So
but I apologize. I was off on the facts there.
That's all right.
But he did reach out, I guess is my point there.
Yeah, he was real agreeable. He called me actually twice and said, okay, that will be fine. Just let him know when we're ready.
Okay. We had talked last month about the boring account and Tracy Short. We were having some difficulty making service. I had reached out to a constable sometime in December, and I can't remember what the constable either had COVID or was concerned about COVID or had been exposed, I should say, and didn't get back to me. Now I talked to Neva, as I said earlier today, and my understanding was the boring account was making payments there, but Tracy Short has not contacted Neva or done anything. So I didn't have time today, but I'll get in touch with that constable again and see if we can get her served that initial paperwork to get the ball rolling on that. Lori Sweet Dreams, Lori Perdius, I will satisfy that lien tomorrow. I'll get that filed, the satisfaction. Other than that, Neva and I talked about collections. I know she's going to ramp that back up, and I just got the aging report in the email probably about 20 minutes before the meeting started. So we'll go through that and figure out who we need to begin the collections process with and go from there. That's about it for me tonight.
Okay.
And I would add to our conversation with Tim that it's my month to work on a collection myself now. And I think I might have some pretty good luck with the financial situation, if bills are passed in Congress and stuff, and we get more stimulus and all that. So I'm going to try to do it so that they have this bill, because it seems like when they get that stimulus, then I get a bunch of people paying up. So I'm going to go ahead and do my collection. It's my month to do it anyway. I like to try to get it in January. I've been trying to wait to see if they pass this bill because I have better luck. And then I pass on to Tim then too what is out of my reach that people have ignored me for too long, So
are you having any trouble with the United States Postal Service delivering or not delivering things for you? Neva.
Me or Tim?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
People are getting their payments, like I'm getting them late, and then they're sending them out on time. but I'm getting them late. I can see the post markings. So I've been kind of like checking them out on and doing my billing as late as I can do it so I can catch those people. And honestly, I haven't been charging them late charges. I've been putting
Okay.
them in as, the date because I just don't think it's their fault,
Yeah, I know,
I've had them that were 8 days late and they mailed them on time.
yeah, I know,
So,
we just
that
got
stinks.
a piece of mail from Baltimore. It was postmarked December 10th, and we got it on the 20th of January. So I don't know where it was for
That's
6
really
weeks.
late.
Thank goodness it wasn't anything.
Yeah.
I've actually served a few people certified mail and gotten a signature card back. So I think that issue we were having 2 months ago looks like it won't be a problem anymore. So we should be able to get certified mail once again.
Good. Okay, Neva, what else do you have on your operators report? Or your administrative side of your stuff? Anything?
Was Tim done? I didn't want to steal his show.
Yes, that concludes my report.
Okay. Do we have to accept his report or do we do that? Do we accept his report? Sometimes we do and sometimes we don't. Maybe because we didn't have much.
We didn't have to act
We have
on
to
it.
accept it.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
there's
like-
really no formal action. It's really some of my agencies and municipalities, they will vote to accept my report. Others just say thanks, Tim, and move on. There's no formal action needed, so you can move on.
We don't. Okay. So for my administration report, I was going to tell you that I'm doing a collection, which we already went over that just now, so that's okay. And oh, there is one issue I wanted to talk about. Shoot, I forgot to get that. I'm gonna just run upstairs for a minute and grab the file so I have my facts straight.
Okay.
Welcome if you got them.
Nope.
She forgot where upstairs was.
I'm sorry.
You must have forgot where upstairs was. She went over and then came back.
Or maybe she was thinking downstairs or upstairs. But
Well, I think the COVID really kicked her ass. She's still coughing and coughing.
see, it came that way.
That's what-
I wouldn't cough. I took Robitussin, so I wouldn't cough the whole way through this meeting. Okay, Thomas McChesney at 114 Ligonier Street. That's the old Scott Gray place, Carol.
Okay.
It's the one that is on the corner. It was on fire that time. Do you remember the kitchen burnt out in the back there? It's the yellow with the brown trim right on the corner.
Yes, yes.
You remember it?
Yeah, it used to be Harry.
Anyway.
Mhm.
Yes, that's it.
Mhm.
McChesney sold it to his people that have been renting from him. Dave and Jolene Adams. And Dave Koshia, how do you say COCCHI?
I
I
don't
wondered
know.
how you say that. I never heard that name before. But anyway, it's 114 Ligonier Street. Now, it was down as 2 EDUs. I don't know why McChesney never brought it to our attention that it's long been opened up. It's only one house. Long ago, it used to be 2 places. Like
Yeah,
when
it used to
was
be
first-
two house. Yeah, a double.
Yeah. Well, all this time McChesney owned it, he never told me anything. I didn't know it was made into one place. But
Mhm.
anyway, so now this lady bought it and people brought it to her attention and she's paying $90 a month. And why? She should only be paying 45. And I said, well, no one told me. I can't do that if no one tells me it's not 2
Mhm.
places. I asked her when she called me, was it listed on her deed as a single dwelling? And she said, yeah. So shall I just make it 45? That's my one EDU.
I would say
Is that
yes.
how we?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do we have to
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that we all knew that's why I'm making it one EDU. I put it in the notes in the file too, that, you know, that it was 2 EDUs, should be one unit now, one dwelling. And so when I contact her to get her dye test, because it was a private sale. So when you have a private sale like that, you don't get anything from a closing company. So you rely on that person that bought it to contact you that they got all this and stuff. It's weird, you know, because they sometimes don't, you know, but she did. So I will set the dye test and I will make it one EDU because she did tell me all this information about it. So if we're all good with that, I will
Tim, do we need
proceed
to
with
vote
that.
on that or have it in the
I
minutes?
think that's pretty, I mean, it's up to the board or the authority on that, but to me, that seems pretty,
That's just a housekeeping.
it's administrative and that falls under NEVA's, you know, responsibilities there. So,
I just wanted to make sure.
no, I
Make sure
think,
it's in the minutes.
yeah, let the minutes reflect
I'll
it.
put it in.
Be all right there.
Well, that way too, you can,
What?
if you have to look back, Neva, you'll have it in the minutes too, that when,
Yeah, that's a good thing. One EDU from.
how are you doing?
Okay, and let's see, what else did I have? Can't think of anything. I met, Jeff Hedges, the other account. You know, he bought the Stephen Blystone's place over here with the three lots, 3 connections, Layton's old house.
Was there a trailer or something there?
Yes, they finally got that all torn down. He, just to make note of this, he keeps contacting me saying, well, I'm not putting anything on there. So I want to shut the sewage off. I said, that's not the point. You have the tap is of value. I explained to him if he takes them out, it's $1,800 in the future if he wants to reconnect, or if he decides to split the lots and sell to somebody, that he loses his value and whatnot, you know. So I don't know what he's going to do. He still hasn't made, I guess, a decision, you know. But I thoroughly explained to him that if he so wished to do that, that was fine, but he would have to pay to reconnect, basically, if he decides in the future.
Just make sure, and I don't know, that might be Len on the phone that's actually holding there, but just make sure Len knows that they should be capped back at the 6-inch, where we brought the lateral to the edge of the property at the 6-inch, and then we have the reducer that goes to the 4. We require them to go clear back to the 6 and cap it.
Capped at the 6-inch.
Yeah, and then mark it in some manner so that,
And
of course, we need to inspect it. So yeah, so just make sure. Now, do we know where that 6-inch is? I don't know. That might be a question for Len.
I'm not sure about that. Yeah.
I mean, you have
And
the
he
wide
hasn't
sheet.
decided, you know, I don't know. He hasn't decided. I told him he has to, you know, do something, because right now they're not capped at all. You know, there's no lid on them. They've just tore these buildings down, pulled the trailer out, and, you know, we're probably getting water in there and whatnot. As a matter of fact, this weekend, maybe I'll go over and at least put a coffee can on or something, and so we don't get water in our system.
Okay.
I told Jeff that if he didn't disconnect, he needed to do that, you know, put a screw lid on. So I haven't heard back from him yet. So I just wanted to make note that I did discuss this all with him.
Okay.
So it's in the notes. He can be a little cantankerous at times. That's putting him out. Did you work for him, Jay?
I did.
Did you?
I
You did, didn't you?
I did.
Oh, okay. So you're understanding all this, I'm saying. Okay, good.
Remember, we're on YouTube
Okay.
before we start.
No.
Before we start laying into this person.
He's a very, very nice man. He is. He's an awesome guy. He's very strong in his opinions.
Yep.
Aren't they
So
all?
anyway, he knows.
So okay.
And then, count wise, was that the only two I needed to talk about? Oh, I went ahead and added the extra EDU that we talked about for Shetler's up there.
Okay.
Up one, remember Hammerhead Shetler's place, and we talked at the last meeting?
Yes.
She's actually been paying the 90, and she's been paying it since I told her. So I gave her credit for that, and then,
Yes.
Made the extra EDU.
Yeah, they have the trailer sitting up
So-
there, but it's not hooked up yet because it's like sitting this way instead of where they want it this way. So I guess they at least bought it and have it moved up there. And I guess Bill Hughes is supposed
Yeah, I didn't even. Bill's gonna connect it.
Yeah, Bill Hughes is going to connect it.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from Len about it, so maybe they haven't gotten a hold of him again. But she
don't
is paying
Yeah,
for the one.
yeah.
And I think that's it on my accounts. And then we have to go over Len's proposal for his
We have his
contract.
we have his little thing to look at too from his notes. His operator's report.
Yes. What do you want to do? Do you want to go to
Let's
his
do
notes first?
Yeah, let's do his operator's report first.
Tim, do you want to maybe unmute
I
that
think I'm done.
iPhone and see if that's him?
I asked to unmute, so that person might not know that let's see if I can. I'll do it again.
Yeah,
So,
just ask if that's Len.
yeah.
And by the way, I went on YouTube and gave us a like, so we have 1 like on YouTube.
All right.
On his
One.
on his notes, Neva, it says that he met you at Shannon Creek Road and it failed. Did you? I didn't look further to see. Did it pass then?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, it was all satisfied and all corrected. Did he put on here Whitefield? Where date was that, Jay?
The first or the 5th. It needs a
5th
view
of December.
4-inch pipe capped. Because that's the
Oh,
end.
yes, yeah, that's across from the trailer court. That's across from Huey's trailer court.
Okay.
Yeah, Michael Keller bought that place. And yes, the guy was very cooperative. The real estate agent worked with us very easily. It was a quick fix, and he made sure it was all taken care of. So that was good.
Okay.
Everything was kosher except it was in the ground. Like we could get to it, but it was like maybe an inch underneath. So now we've got it up where we can see it and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, he did real good. That was real good.
All right.
And then we another dye test too. Which one does Lynn have it on here? I maybe can explain it too.
You did the old S&T in New Florence, it says, or is that? Does he mean the old?
Oh,
he meant the old First National.
First National.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, and it was a fail, but again, the maintenance man worked with us, and it had a slop sink in it. You know, one of the old slop sinks right in their little mop closet. And we fixed that, and the property went through fine, no problem.
Okay, I see it's up for rent.
So that was, and then, we did, seen that. We did Bradford's too. They weren't here very long. It's our second dye test there, so I knew that was going to be okay because they had already satisfied us the first one like 4 years ago.
Oh.
So that went good too.
Where were they at?
What's that?
I said, where were they at? Where were they located?
They're on Walnut,
Oh, okay.
204 Walnut Street. I've been updating my accounts all day today because I was off because Mark said with the ice, just stay home, you know, so
Yeah.
I was doing count, you called Tim and we talked about, so I have all these numbers in my head.
Sure.
I've been nonstop today with numbers.
Yeah, and they're
Does
still
anyone see
working.
anything else?
They're still working next door to me too. You said they're gonna flip that again, so. You'll
Yeah, they satisfied everything with that, except I'll have to check and see how long their dye test was good for. They probably will have to have another dye test when they flip it, you know,
Yeah,
whoever buys it will have to have a dye test.
yeah, they did all
'Cause I
kinds.
think that's been,
They ripped up carpets and they put up new cedar siding on the sides. They've I saw them doing all kinds of work in there.
wow.
So how much they're putting into it, I'm sure they're gonna ask a pretty penny for it.
Yeah, sounds like it will. No offense, but I think it needed some work. When I was in there, there was a big crack coming down the wall
In the basement?
inside.
In the
Like
basement?
when you first walk in. No, I think there was a kitchen in there.
Yeah, the first floor. Yeah.
Coming.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, holy moly, that is not, can't be good.
Now to
I don't
discuss,
see anything.
I don't see anything else in Lenny's report that needs.
No, I mean, I would add that, you know, we got some bauxite.
Yeah.
We got bauxite. So that you signed a check, Jay, so you probably seen that.
Yeah.
But we did get bioxide. That's been all taken care of.
Now, Tim, to discuss Lenny's contract, do we have to like close off of our meeting and then go into executive session?
That's up to
Yeah.
the authority. I mean, obviously, that would be something that would fall under a permissible executive session. So I can just stop the live feed,
Okay.
and we can resume after.
Okay, let's do that. Stop the
Okay.
live or pause it or whatever.
If I can do that, hang on
So
a
this
second.
would be considered executive.
Yeah,
right?
we should. There should be a motion to go into executive session and for personnel reasons.
I move we
May I
do.
make a motion?
All right.
Between you
Carol
and
do it?
Yeah.
Okay, Carol, and then I'll second it.
And for anyone watching at home, the live stream's going to stop now, and we'll resume once the board